Welcome to CondoLogy.
Yo, I'm CondoBot. We are progressing very well. So, we saw in the previous videos that we were working around the date of October. So we are going to make a small update in our reminder dates. In fact, this one would be at a good date because the next reminder date happens to be the month of November, and that's what we're going to do to update all the reminder dates. The reminder date will be placed in the month of November. That's it. So all our reminder dates are dated in November, which means that we have collected condo fees. Contributions if we want for the first 10 months of the year, because our fiscal year in the example we have here is from January to December. So, we have two ways of proceeding. We are going to come here in our first unit, Unit 101. We are going to do edit the file. We are going to look here in the breakdown of the results and the breakdown of the transactions. It is exactly here that everything is going to happen. So, it is certain that we saw that the contribution of Unit 101 was of the order of $393.47. That's the amount of the contribution. Now, if we're talking about 10 months of paying, if everything went well, we would have two ways to update the file. We could simply say here, we made a transaction of $393.47. Okay. The transaction was made by check. Let's take it for granted that the contributions were paid by check. It was cashed, and that the last payment received is from the month of October. If we wanted to do a complete update of the file without having to enter all the transactions, we would simply have to multiply by 10, because we have 10 months paid. If we confirm the transaction, at that point, all the breakdown of results will be activated. This is what we are going to do, but first, we must enter the details of the transaction, such as it is 10 months of contributions. You can put the note that best represents you. Here, we confirm in checking the box. The transaction is confirmed. We'll see what happens. There you go. So all the contributions have been placed and we have the balance to be paid. It's completely magical. So once it's done, we can keep our file. We'll see the result in the report. We see that the total transactions, what has been paid to date, the balance, and if there are any outstanding payments we would see them. On the other hand, if there have been problems within a unit, I strongly suggest that you go one transaction by transaction. One transaction equals one line. Let's say that, in Unit 102, things went less well. So, we have a contribution of $351.89. We are going to go to the file. Towards the breakdown of the results, we said $351.89. Here we will say that the amount was paid by check. The transaction was cashed, but this time, was cashed on January 1st. If we confirm the transaction, we will place all our amounts. On the other hand, if we add a transaction line and then say that the 5th of January 2023 for the month of January, the payment was returned NSF. It is to be added to the account statement and the amount that was returned in $351.89. We have confirmed the transaction. This time we see that there is a transaction that has been returned. All the amounts have been adjusted. You have the possibility as an administration to say how much to charge for NSF fees. Because here, it's additional administration, we could charge for a fee. $25 for example. If we do that, it is adjusted. When the co-owner pays his amount, say on the 6th, in fact the following day, and we say that the NSF is paid, we would have received an Interact transfer of $351.89. That's it. So this is what we confirm. So, if we go back here in the breakdown of results, we had a returned check of $351.89. It was paid $351.89, so we are at zero. The same thing will happen to the NSF fees when they are paid. For special contributions, it's the same thing. So everything is completely automated in CondoLogy.